guys, welcome back to my channel, Plants with Amanda. We're here planning in my gratitude and hand lettering planner that I use for to write quotes and scriptures and write in things that I'm thankful for on the monthly. If you're new here, I'll just kind of give you a recap of last month. So I decorate the monthly page and I'll use my brush pens to hand letter something I'm thankful for each day. And then on the currently page, I'll just decorate it and just write in a quote or a Bible verse or something. And I like to coordinate it to the divider that that it's next to. And then on this page, sometimes I'll utilize the flowers that comes on the page. So this month is the red flowers. And so I am gonna be able to incorporate these. These might get covered up for this, but I don't know about this yet, so it just depends once I get to decorating. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and decorate the currently page, the monthly pages, and then I'm also going to do the setup where I Franken plan in my horizontal pages that I use this planner for. So let's go ahead and get started. This is actually a the Seasons of Color planner that came with vertical pages. So when I Franken plan in the pages, I want this for my currently page, so it'll be tape runner to this one when we get finished. So let's go ahead and get started. So I am going to be pulling in stickers from the Seasons of Color sticker books. Well, one book this month. I do have the larger one, but this month I'm going to be using this large sticker here that coordinates with that divider on this page, along with some leaves from Live Love Posh Green Blooms, Functionally Chic Green Blooms. So I'll link this book down below, and this one if I can find it on the Happy Planner website. I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but I'll link it below in case if it is. This is going to be for a monthly spread, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to put this big sticker down. So I'm going to just put it on a piece of wax paper first, because I'm not sure if I want to just put it right in the center and then hand letter around it, or if I want to move it over and then letter that way. Okay, this is a little bit bigger than I pictured, so I'm wondering if I should kind of bring it up like up here maybe. Sometimes I like to see it with the divider or next to the divider. Just trying to get an idea here. Because by the time I put this and then put the leaves on there, I'm not going to have any room to write a quote. So, which I haven't always written a quote, and I don't have to write a quote. I could just decorate it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to write a quote this time. All right, so let me see what we have to work with on the leaves. So I've got this corner piece here. Actually, I don't know. Well, let's just put some stickers down. All right, so that's that. And then I don't know that I had thought I would use the corner piece, but I don't really like having to right in the corner. But so I think what I'll do is just pull in some of these smaller ones and kind of just place them around. Maybe kind of like that. And that would cover up the one of those. All right. And then maybe something else down here. I didn't get that quite covered up. So maybe something kind of down in here. I'm just going to trim this one leaf off and kind of tuck these up with the ones I already have down here to kind of extend them a little further down like that. Tuck this one in here. That works. Okay, so far so good. It's pretty simple, and I could still do some hand lettering in here, just not what I'd originally thought because it's a lot. It was a verse about summer, and because I thought, you know, with summer coming, well, summer starts in June. So that's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't have room for that much. All right, after this, I'm gonna stop with the green, just so I'm not overdoing it. I am good at overdoing it. Okay. I like that. So let's go ahead, excuse me, let's go ahead and stick this down. There we go. And let me take just a minute to think on whether I want to do some hand lettering in here. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I found a verse. It's a shorter verse, but it is actually, it's different. The one I had talked about summer, but this one is John 10:10. I came so that they could have life, indeed, so that they could live life to the fullest. And I found that verse based on this phrase here, live fully in the season you're in. So I think it'll go pretty well, and I think I've decided to use a light pink. Originally I had thought I would use a darker red pen, but this these stickers has a lot of light pink in it, and the divider has some pinks that I think this will look really pretty with. So we're just using a Le Pen Flex. A lot of times I'll just fast forward through this. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on it. All right, so there we have it. That worked out pretty good. All right, so the next thing we need to do is Franken plan this in. Last week's spread I haven't written in yet. I get a little behind in this planner. I'm trying to do better, but I usually will, I'll just catch it up, and so you guys won't miss anything, I promise. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and Franken plan this page to this one so that when we turn the page, we'll get to the currently page, which we want versus this one. So looking for a tape runner. Sorry, I should have had that out. Okay. You guys have probably seen me do this before on my channel, but I just run my tape runner, do a little twist in between the disc. It keeps this from being stringy. I have found this is the best tape runner, but the only drawback is that it does want to get a little stringy if you're not careful. And so I've learned how to not let it do that. The other ones just don't hold as long. I've had ones that I've used over the years, and honestly, years later, they just they fall off the page. The pictures fall off the page when I've scrapbooked and all that. So the Tombow, it doesn't. So anyway, so right now I'm just lining it up among between the discs as best I can, because that's what I want to line up as close as I can get it, and then that way the rest of it should fall into place, which we did pretty good. We need to punch this. I used my Crop-A-Dile Power Punch, or Power Disc Power Punch. Crop-A-Dile Disc Power Punch. I never can remember exactly what it's called, but it's always linked in my description box below. And it does a pretty good job, but you'll notice with plastic stickers, it's not perfect, but it's better than getting the big one out all the time. So what I do is go through and I'll just trim the little edges that don't get cut with the plastic. It cuts perfect with paper. I never have an issue with paper stickers or paper pages or whatever it is I'm trying to punch. All right, so let's get this in the planner. I really like it. I was worried at first because I didn't know if I had room to write a quote, but that worked out perfectly. And I love how that pink kind of picks up on this pink over here. So let's go ahead and get started on the monthly. All right, so I mentioned before we're using this sticker book. It's the Functionally Chic Red Bloom sticker book by Live Love Posh. Again, I'll link it below. Most of these books are still available. I bought the box set, but she did release them individually a little while back, and so I'll link this one also. Her shop's always listed below. But we're going to be using these red flower stickers here. So let's go ahead. The one thing I did do before I got started is I cut a piece of white sticker paper because I want to put the word gratitude in here and write it a little bit smaller this time, because usually I'll write it all the way through here. Last month I had this open, so I was able to write it all the way through here, but I've got some new washi tape that I wanted to use, and it's this script washi that's I guess I don't know how to call it, but it's vertical, whereas this other script washi that I have, that I've used a lot on my channel, is this right here, and it's a horizontal. And so anyway, that's the one I've used a lot of, and I actually bought an extra roll of it. I got these off of AliExpress. It takes a long time to get them, but they're cheap. They're pretty cheap. I only paid like $2 and something, and I think they had free shipping, or even with the shipping, it wasn't very expensive. But anyway, so what I think I want to do is with the flowers along this edge, I want to use this washi tape somehow. So I'm going to go ahead and tear this off because it's lost its sticky from where I've just kind of been playing around with it. I'll put this in my swatch book. It's not going to go to waste, but I'll put it in my swatch book. So anyway, all right, so first thing I want to do is white out these lines, because when I put this white sticker paper down, I don't want the lines to show through. Okay, the next thing I want to do, I'm not sticking the paper down yet because I'm going to write on it first, because if I mess up, I'm going to have to cut another piece. So it'll be easier if I just wait. But the next thing I want to do is I'm going to white out this, because I want to put this washi tape down, and then I'm going to put the flowers on. So give me just a second to get this done. I know it looks like I'm using a lot of whiteout, but I bought a 10-pack of this whiteout off of Amazon. It was really cheap. It was only like $10 for a 10-pack. And it's actually a Tombow brand, also the same brand of the tape runner that I use. And I have found that this is really good whiteout for what I'm doing, because I want the whiteout to lay flat. I don't want it to peel up and curl up as I'm using it, and this doesn't usually do that. Whereas the Bic that I used to use, every time I'd put some down, it would like want to curl up and I'd have to press it down. Okay, so I guess I'll just go ahead and wipe this out while I'm doing the whiteout, and we'll have that done. All right, so then let's go ahead and pull this washi tape, and I want to, one more spot, and now we're done. Anyway, okay, so I want to pull this washi tape, and I'm going to tear it. I'm not going to just cover up the whole thing. I want flowers on here, but I'm going to tear it down the center. So we're going to get part of this, but not all of it. So I think what I'll do is start at this end and just tear. It's not going to be perfect, or it's not going to be even, completely even. And that's okay. I don't really want it to be perfectly straight. All right, we're going to put this piece to the side. And then this one, I want to bring it, I think I want to bring it just all the way along the side here. Okay, whoop, we have a big wrinkle. I think it's because I'm crooked down there. All right, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it as all the way to the top or to the bottom, because I'm not sure what that's gonna look like with the flowers, but I'm gonna go ahead and just trim it there now, for now, and we can always tear it shorter if we want to. I had my flowers marked, didn't I? And I took my little thing out. See which ones it was. I think it was these. Yes, yeah, it was these. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull out a page. Actually, I think what I want to be able to cut this straight so I can use the other half of it. So I'm going to pull it up just a little bit, kind of like that, because this was coming down over the tab and I didn't want that. So let's see if we can get this trimmed up. Yeah, I like that. I'll probably leave it all the way to the top to the bottom since we did that. And this is a little bit small because I want these florals to come over the edge. So I'm going to save this for another spot. Okay, y'all, you're going to kill me. Okay, so I'm going to put this back and I'm going to use my ruler and I'm going to cut it straight with my ruler because I want it to line up right here along the edge of that tab, and I can't cut that free-handed and it be straight. All right, so let's do a little bit more than half. I think that'll be good. Let's see if that did it. That's pretty good, I think. Yeah, that's good. All right. So now we'll pull this one. And bring it in down here. I think it's going to be just the right size too. I'm just trying to kind of fit it in a little bit to where I get, there you go. That's what I kind of wanted. I wanted to fill in that area a little bit, but also have it come out a little bit there. I don't know if that made sense or not, but I just had an idea in my mind of what I wanted it to look like. Let's pull some in up here. So we've got this skinny piece that we can use. The other thing I thought about doing, we could pull them in all the way down this side, but then I don't really have that much room on the Saturdays to write in what I'm grateful for. And you actually need the whole box, because honestly, I'm kind of running into the fact that most words are too big for these boxes, but I'm making it work. I'm just doing small words or keeping it look kind of simple. We'll go ahead and put this kind of right through here, I think. Yeah. Y'all, I'm not liking how this has got those pink splotches down the middle of the page. This is the first month that I've really noticed that in the middle, and I think it's just because it kind of just clashes with what I'm using. So we may do something about that. We may not. I'm just kind of squeezing this in around that date. I haven't decided if I'm coming all the way across or not yet. We'll see what this looks like and then make a decision. I kind of like the idea of coming all the way across the top, since I've kind of already done that. We've got plenty of stickers here to do that if we want to. Bring this one over here, kind of off of that washi. That's good. We've got this excess here. I think I might kind of fit it in right there. So there's like a little blank spot. I'm a little bit OCD, I know. It's okay. It's all right. That does make me feel better. All right. I'm trying not to go into my second sheet on these stickers, so that's why I'm going to try to use up all these instead of doing that. But I also want it to look right. Because right now what I'm kind of concerned with is I've got all these, like these are more of the clusters and these are more of the single flowers with the leaves. And if I had done it, had it to do over, I would have pulled one of these down here to kind of give that look on both sides and spread the flowers out, but it's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'm not worried about it. Got this little bitty flower we can fit right here. All right, that works. I think this is gonna be okay. Yeah, I think that looks fine. It blends really well. Okay. Let me pick out a pen color. I'll be right back. Okay, so I ended up going with an olive green color from the Rytech sign brush pens package. This is not available on Amazon anymore, but I think they have a vintage set that is available. But if it is, I'll look to see if there's anything. If it is, I'll link it below. And I decided to go with this green color because it didn't, I thought originally I would do a red, but I didn't want it to look, you know, like Valentine's Day. And if I did a brighter green, it would look kind of Christmassy. And so this olive green with the florals, I think it looked a little bit more springy or summery. So anyway, I'm gonna move these out of the way because I don't want to accidentally write on them. And that I'm gonna actually put a piece of paper under this so I don't write on my desk. Okay. All right, I think that we did pretty good. So let's put this down. And if it's if it's not centered, I can kind of fill it in with some florals. So I'm not too worried about that. That looks good. Perfect. So I think I'll fill in with some flowers maybe around it. So let's go ahead and finish that, do that, and then we'll be finished, I think. I'm just debating on whether I want to just leave them whole or trim them. I think I might want to leave them whole because I cut the flowers a lot if I'm decorating inside these boxes. So I think it might be pretty just to kind of place them around. Let's see what happens. I don't know though, these are kind of big compared to that one, so that may not work. See if that works. It's not too bad. Actually, get this brighter red color because we've kind of got the darkers in there already. So maybe we'll pull this brighter color. I think I may trim them just because I just don't really have any other smaller ones to go in to fit. So if I trim it, then I can fit more in and it'll just look more full. Try not to tear up my page. All right, we did good on that one. Yeah, I like that. It'll look better, I think, if I just fill it in. So. And then we'll have all these scraps that we can use to fill it in even more. All right. That may not stay there. These are just so big that it's hard to fit these in. So it's kind of what I'm running into. I may have to pull out the other book. All right, let's do this. I don't like this here. So I'm gonna take this off. I think what I'm gonna do is just fill in the bottom. I'm not gonna do any on the top. Try not to tear up my paper because I do not want to write that again. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's fill these in. I want it a little bit more up in this corner, kind of like I have in that one. Let me see what I have here that might work. Maybe this one. It's just, they're just so darn big. That's what I'm having a problem with. All right, I'm gonna pull the other page. And we'll find something. Maybe this one. Okay, I think what it is I don't really like the green up in there. That's probably what it is. So maybe find one. I can cut the green off of one of these. That's what we'll do. And we're gonna make it work because I'm tired of trying to figure it out. Yeah. Okay, that's good. And maybe a little bit of the green. Let's see. I'm just gonna cut a piece of that off. Let's see if we can fit this in here. We'll just make that work, y'all. Make it work. Okay, I think that looks good. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I think we're done. We are gonna call it done. Let's put it in the planner. And then I'm gonna pull my pages from my horizontal planner and throw these in here. I don't need to punch. Actually, I'm just gonna cut this little bit off right here. There we go. And, well, yeah, I do have this one to punch. Oop. Just throwing it everywhere. Okay. So we didn't do anything with the pink in the middle. It's not really bothering me anymore. It's not as noticeable as I thought it would be. So we're good on that. All right, so here's our monthly page, our currently page. I really love this one. I like how it turned out. I love the pink. I'll use this pen to hand letter something I'm grateful for each day in this spread. And then the other thing that I do each month is pull the pages. Well, if I could get the right planner, guys. Sorry. Here it is. It's this Marabou Designs horizontal planner, and I just go in and I pull out the June pages, or whatever month I'm on, and I pull every page because I'm gonna Franken plan from this side to this side. So we're gonna take this out, put it in right here, and what I've been doing, just to save my vertical pages, sorry, I've just got a lot of stuff out here. To save my vertical pages, I just pull out what I don't need. I'll keep this one because it'll go with my July divider. Pull these out, put them in this planner to store, and then I can use these pages later, or if I mess up the pages, I'll have extras. So, and I bought this on clearance, so I didn't go out and spend full price for all these planners. So if you ever think about that, I don't know if that bothers you when people have multiple planners, but at first I didn't understand it. I really didn't. I thought, why does somebody need 4 or 5 planners? But I quickly learned that there are a lot of uses for them, and this is something I enjoy, and so I don't need to do this. It's just a creative outlet, and I love it. So That's what I do. That's why I do it. And so stay tuned for the after the pen on this spread, and we'll be planning the next week coming up soon. And so yeah, I hope you guys like these spreads. If you did, hit the thumbs up video, or excuse me, hit the thumbs up on this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And if you do, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you who have already subscribed. You guys are so supportive, and I am so grateful for all the comments and sweet things that you say. If you have any ideas on how I can, on spreads or something you want to see, just drop them down below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye.